Hi, welcome to Ravenbeak Nature Works. I'm Jamie McDonald. Today is April the 1st, and been cleaning up the shop here. Spring is springing on the west coast of Canada, and I've got 2 stave videos ready here. So I'm going to walk through, show you what we got. All of this wood is well dried. It's been down about 5 years, and it's been in my shop for the last year. So it's really dry, ready to go. Some long stuff here, but as always, it can be shortened down to whatever you're building, and it can also shorten them down on my end here if you want to save a little bit on shipping. So let's hop in, show you what we got. Up first, we have Stave A, 83 inches long. Looks nice and straight. Decently clean. It's got a tiny little knot center here. Down here on the left, it's got a little spot where a branch must have been rubbed up against it. So it's not a ding or a damage, it's just a bit of a depression where it was a little bit of a growth pushing up. And this end's nice and clean. Drops off a little bit on the right, but should be lots of room there. So, nice piece there. That is Stave A. That's 83 inches, and that's $225. All prices Canadian dollars. So our dollar, we're about $1.50 to the US dollar at this moment. Stave B, 83 inches. A little bit of character, nothing major. Couple little pin knots, tiny little knot there. Couple little pin knots. But super straight. Take a look at the heartwood sapwood. Got beautiful colors to it. It's all old growth wood, so real nice tight growth rings. So super straight, hint of reflex, but we'll call it straight. So that's Stave B, 83 inches, that's 200. And Stave C, looks like you can get a nice straight run out of there. Just a tiny hint of deflex, but barely. So, run up the middle here. You can avoid the one on the left, avoid the one on the right on top of the crown. Tiny little one there, but decently clean piece. So, that's nice. That's 80 inches, and that's $225. And Stave D, 83 inches. I like to leave them long, keep the options open. Hint of deflex through it. Nice, even, consistent. Yeah, not in the center here, but I think there's a nice clean run up this left side here. You avoid this one, avoid that one, shoot right up the left. I think you're gonna get a real nice clean run. So often I like to reflex the tips on these. A little bit of deflex recurves look nice. So that's D, 83 inches, that's 200. And E, again, 83. Again, gentle deflex throughout, but nice and straight side to side. Little knot towards the end here. Staying high, not off to the left, but I think there's lots of room in the center. And it stays pretty clean through the length. So again, I think you're gonna get a nice clean run. That's E, 83 inches, that's 200. And F, again, 83. Nice and straight. Nice and straight, hint of deflex, but not a lot. So smaller stave here. Still, well in the target weights, 50, 60, no problem. A lot of the first stuff there could be much bigger than that. A little bit of character, little pin knots here, little knot here. That end looks a bit cleaner. One little one out there. So a lot of little character. We all know yew is naturally a twisted, gnarly, stunted little tree, and we're just trying to find the cleanest stuff we can, avoiding anything, medium to big. So that's F, 83 inch, that's 200, and G, 75 inches long, nice and straight, and had a knot over here, but lots of room. Knot off to that side, coming through, that'll disappear. Nice run up the right-hand side here. A couple little pin knots through the center. And that end looks pretty clean down there. So, nice little piece there, 75 inches long. That's 200. And stave H, 74 inches long, super straight. Nice and straight. And run down. It's got one little knot, medium-sized knot here off to the right, a little one off to the left, and the end's a bit cleaner. So a little bit of knot to play with. Just, I think you could, with alignment, end up with just one of those in there. But definitely a good project. That is H, 74 inches. That's 175. And stave I, 74 inches long. Sorry, stave I, 83 inches long. That sounds better. Super straight, nice and straight. A little bit of character. We've got little knots here, little knots here. Two off to the left down there. So again, nothing major, but always a little bit of character. So that's I, 83 inches. That's 175. And stave J, 80 inches long. Decently straight. That right end down there drops a little bit to the right, so maybe a heat bend. And just a hint of deflex throughout it. But nice clean back. It's got, yeah, beautifully clean back on that one. So that is J, 80 inches. That's 175. And K, 83 inches long. Again, a little bit of deflex, gentle throughout. Lots of length here. Knot off to the tip there. So either shorten it up or stay right. As we fly down again, little pin knot clusters, so common. Knot off to the last one here is L, 77 inches long. A little bit of deflex and a little bit of sweep to the right. Again, a little bit of character, nothing crazy. Little bumps, little pin knots, but nothing major. So that is L, 77 inches, and that is 150 Canadian. So that's it for the first batch. Let me know what you're interested in, and I'll put this second batch up here next. Thanks a lot.